Good evening. You're watching Global Update, and tonight we bring you a special report on escalating tensions in the Middle East, where multiple conflicts are converging into what some analysts are calling the most volatile moment in the region since the early 2000s. We begin in Yemen, where US air power is reshaping the battlefield. The US has significantly ramped up its air campaign in Yemen, striking targets in Sanaa, Hodeida, and al-Jawf governorates, according to reports from the Associated Press. Videos verified by AP show a massive explosion in Sanaa's urban core, with a column of black smoke rising over the skyline. Witnesses describe the terrifying sounds of jets and drones hovering overhead throughout the early hours of Friday. The Houthi rebel group, backed by Iran, claims that multiple airstrikes hit the al-Lahiya and al-Hamidat districts with what they call indiscriminate aggression by US forces. The Pentagon has not issued an official statement yet, but sources within defense circles hint at a strategic shift, from targeting missile launch pads to hunting down ranking rebel personnel and critical infrastructure, including in residential zones. Meanwhile, the Houthis are pushing back. On Friday, Houthi forces claimed to have shot down a US MQ-9 Reaper drone over Marib in central Yemen. This would mark the third confirmed drone loss by the US over Yemeni airspace in just over a year. Drone warfare has been a staple of the conflict, but the downing of another Reaper raises questions about the Houthis' evolving air defense capabilities, possibly supplied or enhanced by Iranian technology. As the United States intensifies its regional campaigns, tensions with Iran and its proxies are flaring up, not just in Yemen, but across the region. In Iraq, prominent militia leader Hadi al-Amiri, head of the Iranian-aligned Badr organization, issued a grave warning. Speaking from Baghdad, al-Amiri said a direct conflict between the United States and Iran would be catastrophic and wouldn't remain a bilateral war. It won't be a picnic, he said. It will engulf the whole region. The entire Middle East will be set ablaze. Al-Amiri's comments come amid growing concern that US strikes in Yemen and Syria could trigger retaliatory actions from Tehran or its network of armed allies. And now to Gaza, where for the first time in years, protests have broken out against Hamas, the group that rules the territory with an iron grip. Chants like "Out, out Hamas" echoed through the streets as civilians demand an end to the war and Hamas's forced military presence in residential areas. According to CNN and BBC reports, the unrest is fueled by growing anger at Hamas using civilian homes and neighborhoods as shields, drawing Israeli bombardment into populated zones. In a horrifying turn, one protester was tortured to death. His body reportedly returned to his family as a warning to others. Human rights groups have condemned Hamas for using violent suppression tactics, with reports of civilians being shot for attempting to flee conflict zones. This rare dissent suggests a shift in sentiment among Gazans, many of whom now say they are paying the price for Hamas's war. From Yemen to Iraq to Gaza, the pattern is clear. Iran-backed groups are under pressure, US air power is expanding its reach, and public frustration in the region is boiling over. Experts warn that if the current trajectory continues, we could see a broader regional war, one that draws in Lebanon's Hezbollah Iraqi militias and potentially even Israel and Iran in direct confrontation. For now, Washington appears resolute. President Donald Trump claimed the Houthis had been decimated and vowed to continue pressure on Tehran's proxies until the threats are neutralized. We'll be watching this story closely in the days ahead. For real-time updates, follow Bismill's News and Entertainment Corner. I'm Bismill. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay informed.